So I decided to start a series on how to build your team, right? So how to build your team, basically very simple. You guys send your teams in, I review them, I look at them, I tell you what I would do. You don't have to do what I say, obviously. You're your own guy, you're your own person. If you want to stick with what you got, you stick with what you got. It's just what I would do. We got very simple basics here. It's basically here for people who don't know what to do with their team, or they feel confident in the team but they're not 100%, or they feel confident they want to show off their team. um Anything like that, I'm here for it, right? And basically it's to, because I could just tell you like, hey, this is how you should build your team, right? And it's kind of like me just telling you what to do if you had a bazillion coins, right? Or it's what to do if you had like my budget or a high budget. But it doesn't really, I noticed that I've tried that and that doesn't really target some people that have maybe a million coins in an okay squad, right? And I kind of give you like what I would do in your situation, right? And I know there's a lot of different shoes. Like there's the same amount of shoes in position of budget and team as there are shoe sizes in real life. There's a ton of different scenarios, so I figured this is the best way to do it, and it's interactive. You guys can all get into it. You guys can send it to me on Twitter, on Discord. For now, for this video, we're gonna start on Discord, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get to Twitter. Then yeah, I appreciate you guys. Let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna start in order from how they were sent. There's more people, but I don't know if they wanted to be a part of it, so I'm not gonna go into it. I don't want to, whatever. But we're gonna start with not happy. Not happy. I played him in a tournament the other day. Really cool guy. Very cool guy for sure. He is running Saints theme team, and he's running Kurt Benkert, Jamal Williams. He's very heavy Saints. And what I say about this, when someone has really no coins to work with, and they have a very specific theme team that they're targeting, it's very, very difficult for me to give ideas because it's kind of like you already know what you're going with. But if I were to make sure you have everything, it's mid zone, deep zone, pick artist, mid zone, dip zone, pick artist, mid zone, at least deep out. You don't need flat zone in the outside corners, it's just nice to have. But deep, I would at least have deep out and mid zone and pick artist on both your outside guys. I noticed he doesn't have that. I'd find a way to free it up, but I know your AP situation is a little tight. I would hope you have that at least on Chris Harris for 4 AP. And then, mid zone pick artist at least on your outside corners. Hopefully you can get flat zone as well. But the only reason I'm going to kind of go by this one quick is because I don't really know what to really help with, because you kind of already got your team figured out. Work up the coin stack. You'll make coins through the event. So, yeah, he's a good player. So he'll be able to make coins through the event for sure. All right. So we're going on Fart Dad's team. He sent one earlier, but he sent a lot. So we're just going to go back to his most recent. So he has the freight train stack. I'm pretty sure he's got 20 Eagles, 20 KC, 20 Commanders, right? And then he's got 3 AP and Doug Martin. I'm assuming that's tank and freight train, or tank and yak 'em up. 0 AP here. I like that. I can respect that. John Ross, 2 AP. I'm assuming this is route tech. Not 100% sure. He's got 1 AP free somewhere. So I would maybe put like Secure Pro on your center. That's what I would do. And other than that, this is great. If you guys are wondering what Secure Pro is, it's pretty much Pass Pro and Run Pro. And that's pretty much all you need. If you even just only pass, really, you only really need Pass Pro. So just keep that in mind when going through your O-line and thinking about what you're going to add. That's about that. So, I mean, this offense is 98 speed, got free abilities. That's a good target. I mean, 2 AP on route tech is worth it, especially on Justin Jefferson, because his routes aren't as fantastic without it. And then on to defense. So he has Byron Jones, and I know he has the right stack because I told him. Deep out, mid, pick artist, and if you can get flat, get flat. He can on that. Universal here. All right, that's good. And then I'm pretty sure this is mid and pick artist, mid, flat, and pick artist. So he's only missing flat zone here, which isn't the end of the world, because it is a very rare activation anyways. So, yeah, that's about that. He's got Ronnie Hickman with deep zone, pick artist, and then he's got deep in, mid, and pick artist here. So he's really only missing, again, he's only missing mid zone here to complete the full universal defense, right? That's what I call like the universal DBs. Everyone's got universal, where everyone hits every single KO and pick artist to where it's pretty much universal. because it's universal without pick artists, or without the man cuff KOs. That's pretty much what it is. The Kobe Dean with lurk artist. I'm assuming it's just lurk artist. And Monte Teo. Monte Teo should be 98 speed if he's got +3. Oren Burks, maybe mid-zone pick artist. I'm not quite sure. Not going to lie. But I don't know how much he sees the field. Maybe he's a user, maybe he's not. Although I don't know why he has 3 linebackers. I'm pretty sure he runs dollar. But, hey. Couldn't use a little bit of work on trying to spread some AP. And he has Amari Barno. But I'm pretty sure Barno's his edge rusher. So, if I wanted to say this is correct, he has Daniil at edge. He has... Maybe he runs nickel. I don't know. I got to start asking this question, what formation you run. Because I'm assuming it looks like interior, exterior, exterior. That's kind of what it looks like to me. I don't know, though. I'm a little confused. I should have asked that question a lot more. Next person is 40 Chiefs, 20 Eagles. All right. This is Mike Mahomes' team, right? Loaded on coins. What a guy. Absolutely loaded. All right. Also, smart guy, because he got Kurt Benkert upgraded for the +1 speed to 93s, and he has the same exact receivers I had a few days ago. And I honestly might go back to, because John Ross is cool, but I don't need the speed. So, Xavier Worthy, Amika, Luther Burden. If you upgrade Kurt Benkert and you have a 40 theme team and a 20 theme team, you can get all your receivers 99 speed for dirt cheap. Like, this receiving core probably costs $400K, $500K. So, that's fire. Colson Loveland, I'm pretty sure is like 98 speed. Maybe, yeah, 98 speed. He's got Travis, who has 98 speed. Great. Abilities in every old line. He's got Edge Pro, and he's got Pass Pro, all days with Identifier, I think, and Secure Pro. Perfect. 4 AP on Marcus Allen. Honestly, it's fine because he's not using any AP on receivers. I've never advised really AP on receivers. I don't think it's ever really a good idea unless it's like route tech or maybe double me if you play a lot of man. And I'm assuming this is, again, for QBs, you're looking for pass lead elite or set fee lead, gunslinger, conductor, backyard QB. And that's pretty much like the start. And then you could do whatever you want after that. So he might have like tank or something or Truz. And then he's got running gun as well. So that's a good stack. That's a great stack. And then on defense, he's got universal. I would find something else for here. Also, what? So, okay, so I think Isaiah Simmons is user. Then Brian Thomas goes up. Brian Thomas up top. User Isaiah Simmons. And then find a new safety. Because I don't know what stack he has, but I know it's not good if it's 1 AP. Might be like deep in and mid-zone maybe. Which I guess is fine. If that's the case, for 1 AP, that's actually not bad. But you have 10 mil coins to work with. You should be able to get someone. Mid-zone, pick artist. And then I don't know what's on Jalen Watson. I would definitely find a way to get, you have enough coins to make stuff work, right? Don't be afraid to dip below 10. You're good. Just, keep a certain price point for yourself. Like, whatever works for you while keeping in God Squad. Unstoppable Force here. I hope this isn't a user. Because he's by far the best with double or nothing, relentless, Unstoppable Force, again, best God stack for Amari Barno off the edge, because when he's activated, he's insane. When he's not activated, he still has double or nothing and relentless, which is like as good as it gets. It's pretty much unlimited double or nothing. It's double and nothing. I've never been a huge fan of DT. Like, I've never really cared that much until Colossus. So if you want to get Daniil Hunter, you can. If you don't worry about it. But I would say the best outside guys are Byron Jones and Pat Pete, because they get the God stack. They pretty much get universal for 0 AP, which is ridiculous. That would save you 6 AP if you got both of those guys. Then you'd be able to put Ramsey like up top. Then you'd be able to get, Jalen Watson with mid and flat, and you get Herb Adderley. Heavily recommend Herb Adderley, especially when you have Pat Pete and Jalen Ramsey. He gets 99 speed, and he's already got pretty much universal. He's borderline endgame already with those boosts. Then yeah, maybe use Isaiah Simmons. Use Brian Thomas up top. He has pretty much a very similar position as I am. So that's why I'm heavily recommending stuff, because he's very close to just having what I have. And what I have is, I haven't seen any flaws yet. I haven't really found any better stacks other than spending 5 mil, which is like, on Malcolm Jenkins and stuff with like reinforcement. Again, it's hard to spend like what? It's hard to spend 2 AP on this when you could be spending 2 AP on Colossus, but at the same time, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm assuming these are inside stuffs. Crutch sent his players. Okay. First off, I would definitely try to get Pass Lead Elite, Gunslinger, Backyard QB, Conductor. You don't need Conductor. I don't know how. Conductor's only good if you make a lot of audibles. If you don't worry about it. Even Saint, I mean, I would heavily recommend the other 3 though. And it looks like you put all your chems on, so it looks like he's maxed out, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's, and maybe gift wrapped as well. Gift wrapped as well. Okay, deep in and flat zone. I would change that to mid zone unless he plays. That is the weirdest stack I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen deep in and flat zone. Yeah, if he's a corner for you, then I would add mid zone and deep out. Or if he's a safety, I would add I would change that mid zone. I would change that flat zone to mid zone. Because flat zone is doing literally nothing for you at safety. Okay, Herb Adderley. This is the God stack I was talking about. This is the God stack for corner. For slot corner at least. Definitely slot corner. You can play him outside, but at this point in time, you kind of are looking for deep out with all the double me's. People are forcing that. You know, definitely take a look at that. And then deep out, pick artist, and tip drill. Again, I would find some AP for universal. It's kind of hard to tell you how to do that because I don't see your team anywhere, but universal. This is like the bare minimum of what I require for like sending your team, by the way, just enough for me to see it. I need to be able to read the AP. I need to be able to read kind of the ability, and then I need to be able to read the AP. This is like as close as it gets here. Yeah, okay. I forgot I could even do that. 1 AP on Joe Horn. Yeesh. He's got a crazy O-line, though. He's got a crazy O-line. So you know what? If I'm you, Crutch, I'm not spending a single penny on my O-line for probably at least 2 months. You won't have to touch this for a long time. This is set in stone. Place it. Don't touch it. That's perfect. Don't spend it anymore. Yeah, you're good. You are good, my friend. You got 2 AP to play with. Again, I would use that on fixing your QB's abilities, like I said earlier. Xavier Watts up top. Wow, good stack. Mid zone, deep in, and pick artist, if that's the case. Same thing with McKinney. Woo! All right, I would free up an AP somewhere. If you have inside stuff, I don't really feel like you need no outsiders now with those guys because it costs AP. That's something that you should really only have on your player if it's 0 AP. Again, Ray Nitschke should have 0 AP on him. He should have pick artist mid zone. Dip drill. You shouldn't need any more AP on him. He should be entirely free. By a lot easily. You should never have to. This should be the most easy to tell 0 AP card of all time. Basically free up 2 AP, whether it's through your D-line or Ray Nitschke. Definitely Ray Nitschke, but one more through your D-line. Get deep out. All right. Oh, okay. So Herb is your outside guy. Okay, I would also try to free up maybe a little more AP to try to, if that's a hit stick ability on Monte, I would also take that off because you should have free lurk artist if I'm not mistaken. And then I would try to get deep out on Herb. Mid zone deep out pick artist. And then after that, like your team's God, man. Like this team is God. 100%. 100%. Big fan. And I'm assuming this is your user, this is your looper, and then these guys are out there for 6-1. Cool stuff. Is Bull's team, 40 Giants, 20 Ravens. Look at Bull, man. W Bull. He's a big Giants fan like me. Good guy. When you keep in mind, he's very diehard Giants, by the way. So there's going to be a lot of Giants in this layer. He is a little flexible, though. He's more flexible than a lot of some people's like theme teams. So he's got, Saquon, of course. He's got CJ Spiller backup, which is good. Do your challenge, get some extra chems. I already know he's got a good stack here. I don't really... Wait. You have Tank? Are you not running gift wraps? You're not running gift wrap, but you're running an AP on John Ross. Is crazy, by the way, Bull. I'm just gonna pump the brakes real quick. Whoa. I see mid in here. I see mid in, and I don't think that's free. But hey, 2 AP on wide receivers, 2 AP on running back, 1 AP on tight end. I mean, you know, I don't know what the abilities are. Again, I tried to get people to send the abilities, but we didn't really get any of that. So it's fine. It's fine. We'll make it work. I have a good idea of what he's running though. I think that's 2 AP tank as well, which is really all you really need. But yeah. No bull runs dollar unless he recently switched. Okay, that's Dion, who goes at safety. I know that. And then Xavier Watts is a looper. The thing about Bull is there's really no budging him off of what he's got going on. He's a really strong believer. But if this is a nickel and you don't have a second slot corner, I mean 2 AP on Chris Jones and JPP is crazy if you're not getting any of the crazy new X factors and stuff from Combine, because you really got to take advantage of Amari Barno. I think Amari Barno is a must right now, if anything. And then it's really hard to vouch 2 AP on a defensive tackle if it's not Unstoppable Force or Colossus. I don't know what you could be running on this. I know me personally, I would say don't put anything here. So I'm talking about what I would do. What you would do is probably different. Bull's probably not going to listen to anything I say here, which is fine. But yeah. Isaiah Simmons is his user, Avalanche, and then Enforcer Supreme, which is a good stack at user. Personally, I think that's a good idea because it breaks through tank, and everyone's got tank now. And he's got deep in, mid zone, and pick artist here on McKinney for 1 AP. Good. Obviously, could be better, but again, he's a diehard Giants fan. If I were you, I'd move that to someone who's got like Brian Thomas, or I mean, you wouldn't even have to move to Brian Thomas, but you could do like maybe universal, right? You know, you could put Jalen Ramsey up here, and then you can get Byron Jones here, right? You know, you'd have Byron Jones is pretty much universal for 0 AP. You put Jalen Ramsey up here, you save an AP, and then, you know, you could save some AP by at least taking off something off of Chris Jones. And then Xavier Watts is a looper. I'm assuming that's mid-zone and pick artist in case he drops him into coverage. But otherwise, that would be pretty much the best way to handle this, is saving an AP here. Oh, and then you could save an AP here, and then you could put flat zone and mid-zone pick artist on Will Johnson. So he'd be maxed out at pretty much universal at that point. And then right there, that's pretty much all you're looking for. I know he could get Barno. He could get Daniil Hunter. He could get Von Miller. But I know he won't do that. So based off of this alone, I would go do those things. Woody, he sent a lot of pictures, which is very descriptive, by the way. I appreciate this. So let's look at his abilities real fast before we do anything. So this is slot. Yep, slot on Pat Pete. Perfect stack. Even this, I think that's like full meat. No, what is that? Runoff. It's basically runoff protection. It beats runoff elite. It's not an anti-runoff elite. And they basically don't fall for plays as much. They don't fall for runoffs at all, really. So that's a good ability right there. Again, beautiful stack on the outside. This is the perfect stack for the outside, right? Beautiful stack. I'm assuming this is the other slot. Yeah, you can work with this. If anything, I would get Herb, because you literally get the same stack, but instead of tip drill, it's flat zone, which is, I mean, you know, no brainer. Again, beautiful stack. Chuck out. I don't think it's that bad. I haven't tried it really though. But I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. And then again, the beautiful stack, perfect stack. It's looking great. I don't know where Jalen is though. Where's Jalen at? Where does Jalen play? Safety. See, this guy knows ball here. This guy knows ball. He's got universal and he's got deep zone, mid zone, pick artist. This is my guy right here. Come on. Who's this? Woody. Look at this guy, bro. Look at this guy. This is perfect. Although, and he's got Daniil at DT. I mean, can we get a round of applause, please? Can we get a round of applause? I mean, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. And he's using Isaiah Simmons and Urlacher. All right, I don't know if he loops. If he doesn't loop, then that's fine. If he does, Urlacher looper. Let's be real here. Come on, lock in. But yeah, I mean, this is great. And then I'm assuming this is tank and freight train. perfect, right? And then he's got the unstoppable force for 3 over here, which doesn't turn off. So again, kind of like how I have George Karlaftis, it's the same thing, but 1 less AP, and a little slower. And that's basically the give right there. He's got Jalen Watson in the slot. Okay, this is looking good so far. I'm liking how this team's built a lot. Okay, cool, great. 2 AP on Jettas. I'm assuming that's route tech. The only thing I will say about this offense is maybe get rid of that. I think that's long range Deadeye. If I'm you, I'm getting rid of long range Deadeye, and I'm getting rid of whatever this is on Luther Burden, and I'm putting Yakima up on Vernon Davis. Or at least just double me. I would at least put double me and get rid of, I'm assuming, what's got to be rack 'em up. Double me is obviously better than rack 'em up. And yak 'em up, I think, is one of the best abilities on wide receiver possible. It's gotten me so many broken touchdowns that I don't deserve. Other than that, the O-line's built very well. You got Super Cure Pro in the middle. You got Kyle Long, who you can't really go wrong with on any abilities, really. As long as you got, like, maybe Pass Pro. I'm assuming there's some kind of Omniscient right here. Omniscience here. Right, this is beautifully built team. Beautifully. 40 Chiefs. You didn't say... Oh, and this is what he's running. Yeah, long-range Deadeye. I mean, you can, but I'm assuming he hasn't really... I haven't had him really miss anything long-range unless he's bumped, and I don't use it. That's my only thing. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, this is the team to look at. This is probably the best one I've seen so far by a good amount. This is the A1 sauce of teams right here. This is God. Come on, man. Come on. Lock in. All right. So 20 Broncos, 20 Vikings, run and gun on QB running. Okay, so he's basically telling me the abilities. Good guy. Good man here. Pass lead, backyard QB, gunslinger, roaming. Doesn't really work like it did last year. Very, very specific activation. You got to have your feet set outside of the pocket, which is a very rare scenario because edge rushers are so fast now. I'd maybe reconsider this ability. But that's just me. All right. Conductor, gift wrapped, and then running gun. Other than that, perfect. I'd only run it if you literally have nowhere else to put an ability. Even then, I'm sure there's got to be something else. DB is basically universal coverage on all and pick arsenal. He knows what that means. I know he knows what that means, right? Don't know if he has deep out here. That's probably the only question, but I know he can get it here. I know he's got it on these guys. I know he's got it in the slots. This is a very well-built team as well. Again, I've seen the 1 AP on Amari Barno. I don't think people know the double or nothing relentless stack and how good it really is. It is not a need, but I mean it's 1 AP extra. I mean, if you're paying for double me, you might as well get the 1 AP to make it, or double or nothing. You might as well make it God, right? You know what I'm saying? And then he's got Broncos, right? Yeah, 20 Broncos, 20 Vikings. And I know he has Vikings for Justin Jefferson specifically. He already told me that. He wants all his receivers at 99 speed. That's fair. So you got Vernon Davis, Evan Ingram. Vernon Davis. Dang. Okay. Yeah. So Vernon Davis got double me, and he's got the free abilities and stuff. Great. 99 speed. John Ross, all of his receivers, all his running back, and his QB. So they're all 99 speed, and then his quarterback's actually 97 speed because he's got Broncos. So that's cool. He's got a good O-line. I know you're probably going to look for a right tackle soon because playing out of position. Don't know if it plays any different. I've tried it. Haven't noticed it, but... Voice crack. Sorry. I apologize. Oh, geez. 4 AP. 4 AP wide receiver. Hello. Sheesh. All right, so I would find a way. You shouldn't have to spend an AP on Kyle Long. I can't imagine what you're spending 1 AP on Kyle Long for. But, yeah. Okay, I would find a way to next upgrade to probably try to be some kind of freight train to yak him up. Don't need it, but it's cool. So his corners are great. We already looked at that. Amari Barno, I can assume is double or nothing, unstoppable force and all that. Kavontae Turpin at slot? Why would you do that? Why would you have Kavontae Turpin? All right, whoa. You're overpaying like crazy here, unless he's free. But even then, don't see a reason for that because you already have 3 receivers. I can't even name a 4 wide receiver set off the top of my head right now. Okay. That's fine. At least it's 0 AP. So, and then Isaiah Simmons, user, Xavier Watts, Looper, beautiful. And then yeah, that's pretty much all you can really say about that. There's really not a whole lot to adjust. Again, this is like as good as it gets as well. I would say this is up there with Woods too. Woody's team, I think these guys are 1A, 1B with how their teams are built. I haven't tried the Justin Jefferson stack yet, so that could hard carry. But the only thing that's holding it back is no Yakum up on either of these guys or Freight Train, right? Other than that, and no Relentless Double or nothing. Other than that, that's beautiful. But yeah, because Colossus in the middle again. It basically is Unstoppable Force, but in the middle. So that's good. That's good. 40 Eagles, 40 Titans. I know Titans is dumb, but it's what I want to do. So why not? QB stack is X Factor running gun. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm never gonna judge anybody's theme team because theme teams barely matter right now. You're basically just doing it to boost 93s. So go for it. Absolutely go for it. You know what I'm saying? X Factor's running gun, pass lead, elite, Truz, backyard QB, fast break. Eesh. I don't know about fast break, but if you have the free AP, why not? Conductor, gift wrapped. So you have pass lead, elite, backyard QB, conductor, gift wrapped. You don't have gunslinger. Are we trolling? Are we trolling? In 2025, no gunslinger in 2025? What? Hey, I know Derek is a very big gunslinger hater. So, it is what it is, right? Use 4 AP on Genty. Whoa, okay. Wow. Alright, we're gonna have to take a look. And I use pick artist and mid zone on DBs. My user is Kevin Mawai. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh. Alright, yeah, I mean I played him and he actually lurked me with Kevin Mawai, so that was sad. That was tough. Getting snagged on by Kevin Mawai was devastating. I'm not gonna lie. That was humbling. A humbling moment. And I'm upgrading players. The team gets cheaper and more usable. Okay, so you got 4 mil. You gotta do your Ultimate Legends challenges. Gotta. The reason I'm gonna say that is you shouldn't have to have 40-40. If I'm you, I'm going 40-20. I'm getting your backup as Kurt Benker, upgrading him to be able to get Mika up 1 speed, right? Even though he'd already be 99, so he'd be like 101 right now. Yeah, and then I would get some kind of lineman, whether it's Chris Hinton or it's, what's his name? Bill Fralick, right? You got Bill Fralick. 1 AP on a Mika for runoff elite is what it looks like. A little crazy in my opinion. You got balance beam, tank, and I can imagine human joystick. Okay, I wouldn't advise it, but again, we're working with Durkee here. Durkee's got his own play style. Don't hate it, embrace it. But I would get the muscle hamster. I would get Doug Martin. Doug Martin here should be able to get a better center, right? Maybe it's Kevin Mawai again. He fits your theme team. Why not, right? Get Kevin Mawai. I think he's like 250K right now. That's a must buy. And you can sell this for probably 150 or 130 at least. So it's really only a 120K upgrade. Heavily recommend that. His QB is Mike Vick. Again, he likes Mike Vick. Big Mike Vick fan, so I can't get him off that, but I would obviously go Don Terry Poe or Bo Nix. Reed Blankenship up top, when I'm assuming is, again, big Reed Blankenship guy. So I'm assuming it's deep in and pick artist. Oh gosh, that might just be deep in. Oh, Derek's really messing with me here. I see a 4 mil coin stack and I see Reed Blankenship in 2025. God. Sorry. Mid zone pick artist I consume. Mid zone pick artist, or no, mid zone lurk artist, and then Looper, maybe. Cooper DeJean, deep out, or no, it's deep zone, mid zone pick artist. This is by far the highlight right here. This is the highlight. Using a giant on your team, by the way, as a diehard Eagles fan is insane, by the way. But I'll let it slide because it's a giant. Go blue. You know what I'm saying? Don't know his stack. Can't even really imagine his stack. Oh, they all have mid zone. Okay, they all have mid zone. Okay, they all have mid zone. Every one of these guys should have mid zone. You don't really need mid zone and pick artists in your corners in the slot. You don't need flat zone. It's just nice to have because it's so available right now. The only reason I heavily advise it because it's so available. With Herb Adderley and someone else, right? At least Herb. And then you got a Dory here, who I'm assuming is mid-zone pick artist, which is good. 4 AP. So is that Fearmonger, brother? If that's Fearmonger, no shot. All right. Maybe if it's working, I'll shut my mouth. But, yeesh. Okay, Durkee. Okay. And then I think that's outside. No outsiders. Jordan Davis. Again, Jordan Davis is a good pickup. I think that's a good pickup. 1 AP inside stuff. You don't really need more. Don't need less. Could go without it, but hey, if it's working, it's working, right? It's nice to be able to stop the run game. So, and then if he gets unstoppable force, do it. Fearmonger is just tough when you could be spreading the wealth here and get like deep in for 2 here. Because that 4 AP, even if it was just 2 AP, you can get deep in here and it would make your life a lot easier. There, point blank, easier right off rip. That alone is a worth it upgrade over Fearmonger in my opinion. That's just me. Yeah. Last one, Carson. This has been a long video. Appreciate if you guys stayed. And I'm basically just going over, like, I like this because it really, like, it's easy for me to say, this is what you should do, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. But I feel like it makes it a lot easier when you guys can see it. So, I'll talk more about it. Yeah. But, CJ Spiller, second wind, and I'm assuming it's tank. 2 AP on John Ross, brother. Didn't even know that was possible, but hey, I did not know that was possible. And 1 AP on Amika. I'm low-key, so you've got to have... There's no way you have pass lead elite. Yeah, this is no way. You got to have pass lead elite gunslinger, conductor, backyard QB, gift wrapped. Got to be able to free an AP there. Gotta. I would low-key... Like, I feel like mid-in, mid-out, stuff like that, they just don't work. Because we have KOs everywhere. I mean, they kind of work. Maybe in, like, the red zone and stuff like that. But even then, it's like, is it worth it, though? Not really. Because you're going to drop 99% of the time anyways. And if you caught it, you probably would have already caught it. It's kind of one of those things where you are on a timer for when the ball can get KO'd and can't get KO'd. And that doesn't really help it, to my experience. Like, I have red zone threat on Vernon Davis. He still gets the ball knocked out like no one's business in the red zone. So that's my personal experience off that. Short in on Colson Loveland, man. I would get like tank here. I would low-key free up abilities everywhere on your wide receiving core. And I would low-key get tank here. And then I would get that stack I recommended on Bo Nix. That's what I would go about it. And then maybe get like that all day activated on Quinn Miners. That's what I would do. Me personally. And yeah. So you're rocking with 2.6 mil and a God Squad. Okay, Carson. Okay. Carson made a comeback. He took a break a little bit too. So he came back. He started from nothing. And he's making it happen. Amari Barno, again, if you're going to use double AP, you have to, but I highly recommend Relentless for an extra 2 AP. Did he show his? No. Okay. So if this is Colossus, I would put that DT. I would put Colossus at DT. Again, Amari Barno. You could use double or nothing, Relentless, Unstoppable Force. You don't need it, but it's very, very, very good. And then Jalen Walker, I can imagine, is on the other side. If not, it's a little crazy. It might be Von Miller, though. It's probably Von Miller because he, big Broncos fan. Go Pack. 2 AP and Urlacher. Okay, so these are probably his 2 users, or Xavier Watts to the Looper. And then however you do this. Universal, technically universal. Don't know how you're spending 2 AP. I've never seen a 2 AP stack on Will Johnson. Thought it was like 1 or 3 for the God stack. I don't know what you're using on that, but should be mid-flat pick artist if anything. But I mean, hey, you know. And then 1 AP and Herb Adderley, what I can imagine is mid-flat and pick. So yeah, that's God. This is God. This is as close as it really gets as well. Obviously, might need another D end unless it's Von Miller. Let's add the AP. Did he say it? Oh, he might have said it. I don't know if you're done with your squad. 40 Broncos, Raiders, Philly, offense, not sure, Minnesota defense. Gunslinger, backyard QB, conductor, gift wrap, pass lead elite. So he doesn't have Gunslinger. No, he does have Gunslinger. How is that 4 AP? Gunslinger, Backyard QB, Conductor, Gift Wrap, Pass Lead Elite on Knicks. If that's true and that's a 4 AP stack, that's insane. And if that's also true, salute. Every DB pretty much got every zone KO and pick artist. Coin count is what I got. Cool. Yeah. Okay, I don't really know what he's got going on. It can't be Von Miller, though, because he's already got Von Miller here. So what is... I'm just going to assume it's Jalen Walker, and that's fine. Or maybe he's using these guys on the outside. If using Colossus on the outside, I guess it's fine, but it's better at DT, and then I'd get, like, some kind of outside guy. Because that's 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we're seeing every ability here. All right. That works for me, I guess. But yeah, that's the video, man. I appreciate it. We're going to go into Twitter next time. All right, and we're going to be going over the same idea, right? Maybe I'll go to a little more breakdown. Maybe I'll learn from this video. Maybe I didn't talk about enough. Maybe I didn't, I didn't go over exactly what I should have. Maybe I missed some stuff. Maybe I should have added some stuff. But overall, this is what we're looking at here. And I appreciate you guys. Peace.